Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting video. In this video, we are going to learn how to create a header using HTML CSS. You can see here, this is the header we are going to build in this video. Coming videos, we are going to build entire website using HTML, CSS and jQuery. It will be a complete responsive website. Make sure you don't forget to miss any single episode that we are going to upload in this channel. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel because we are creating lot of videos on the programming side. Okay, so let's see how we are going to build this desktop header right now in this video. In the next video, we are going to make this header as a responsive. Okay, let's get into the code base. So this is the standard HTML code. In that, I've added the font awesome CSS, the latest version you can see here 5.15.3. Okay, apart from that, I've added style.css and I've added the jQuery library. And apart from that, I have added our custom functions saying functions.js. Okay, let's open all the files that I have created. Okay, this is the right now it's the default CSS that I have written. In the top, I have imported the Poppins font. Okay, in the images folder, I have two images. One is logo and one is dummy image. All these assets I will give you in the description of this video. Please download from there. Okay, let's start. So first create header tag and give a class as wrapper. So make sure you follow the code that I am writing so far on this video. Okay, after that create div with class container. After that, let's create one more div saying logo wrap main. Okay, inside that, let's add the logo image. We are also making this header as SEO friendly as well. Let's add the anchor tag so that after clicking on the logo, it will stay in the home page. Okay, we have added the logo. Let's add some CSS to the logo. So we have created a first class as wrapper. Let's copy that class and paste it over here. Let's say width 100% and float will be left. Also, let's add CSS to the header tag. We have added the CSS to the wrapper class. Let's add the CSS to the header tag as well, saying padding 10 pixel 0 and 0, and position will be fixed, and width will be 100%, and top 0, left 0, background color will be white, and let's give z index as 1. So we have added the CSS to the header tag, as well as we have assigned one class to the header tag wrapper. We have added the CSS to that also. Okay, let's add CSS to the container. Let's copy that class. Let's add the CSS to the container. Width 100%, maximum width 1020 pixel, and the display block and padding will be 0 20 pixel, and margin will be 0 auto. Okay, we have added CSS to the container as well. Let's add the CSS to the logo wrap main. Okay, it will be there in inside the header. So let's add the header. Before that, it's a parent and the child. Okay, make sure you will write all the classes like this only. We first include the parent and after that child element. Okay, and let's give float as left, and width will be 100%. Okay, but there is a anchor tag. Let's give class to the anchor tag saying logo. Okay, let's copy that class over here, dot logo. Let's add all the parent element of that. So let's give display inline block, and position will be absolute, and top will be 0, and left will be 50%, and transform translate x minus 50%, and WebKit transform translate minus 50%. Okay, as of now we have added the CSS to the logo. So this is how it is looking. Anchor tag, let's create one more div with header with class name of header social wrap. Okay, and after that create ul and li. Inside that we are going to use font awesome icons. Okay, let's give anchor tag first and then href. It will be like mail to spot 2020 gmail.com. This is our gmail.com. If you need any help, any project needs to be developed, you can get in contact us at coderspot at 2020. gmail.com. Okay, let's add the font also. Font awesome. Let's open the website. So let's search for the envelope. So we are going to use this envelope icon. Just click on it. So let's copy this code and paste it over here inside the anchor tag. So let's see how is it looking. This is how it is looking. Okay. So let's after that let's add Instagram icon. Let's search for the Instagram. Let's copy all the icons first. So we have copied this li. First li is for the envelope. Second li will be for the Instagram thing. Let's copy the Instagram icon. Okay. After clicking on this, you will directly copy it. So let's paste it over here. Okay, we are done with the Instagram as well. Let's copy the anchor tag li element, and after that we will go with the Facebook. You can add as many as social media icons. Okay, right now I'm using the popular one. Okay, let's copy the Facebook icon, and after that we are going to use the Vimeo one. Let's say this one. Let's copy the HTML. Make sure you copy the li element. Okay, so you can see here this is how it is looking. Icons as well, the social media icons. So let's add some CSS to it. Social wrap. Okay, let's paste it over here. Let's add the parent class before that and say width 1 and the float will be on the right. We have made the logo to the left, so we are using the social icons to the right hand side. Okay, and after that there is a UL. So let's copy the class and let's add the UL. Say margin 0 and padding 0. Okay, after that there will be a li element. So let's copy this and li and let's give some CSS to it. Float left margin 0, padding will be 0, and list style type as none. Okay, change the color. Let's add the CSS to the anchor tag as well. Okay, it's a simple anchor tag. We are going to use it. So tag first thing, text decoration will be none and display inline block, and the line height will be normal, and the color will be as 112. Okay, this is the color that we are going to use. And let's see, the icons are very small actually. Let's give the font size so that it will look much better. Say font size, say 22 pixel. Okay, this good, much better. So let's give the say font size to the icons that we have copied so far. It's there inside the li element, so make sure you copy this one. And after that, let's copy the class. There are only fab is common and the fast. Okay, so first we will add the fab class, and let's give the css as font size as 22 pixel, so it will automatically applied. Okay, so for the Vimeo, it's a fab only, but I saw one icon as different class as fast. Okay, so let's add the css to the fast class as well. Let's give the comma and let's add the class, and let's copy the entire thing. Okay, I have added the css to the icons. Let's give some space between them. Say padding 5 pixel, not 5 pixel, let's say 3 pixel. Okay, it looks better. So padding 3 pixel. Okay, so it looks much better. Also on over of these icons, let's add some color after while hovering on these social icons. Okay, so let's copy this. After the, let's add the over, and over here, let's add the color as F15B5B. Okay, so after hovering on the social icon, it will change the color from black to pink. Okay, so let's, so we as of now we have created the logo part and the social media icons. So after that, let's create the navigation. After the logo wrap main. Okay, so let's create the nav tag and give the class as wrapper. Then add ul li. So first menu will be home, and the second one will be discover, And third menu will be experience. Make sure you add the anchor tag as well. Before that, let's say href hashtag, and let's give the alt tag as home, and the title tag will be home. Let's copy the same thing again and again. In the join, there will be a submenu. You have created one more UL and add a class to it saying drop down menu, and inside that drop down menu, let's add the submenus saying about talent and find talent. Then designer portal. So this is the sub menu for the join. Okay, let's add another li for about, and there will be a press. So we are done with the navigation menu. Let's add CSS to the navigation. So let's say header and nav. Okay, the navigation tag will be there inside the header tag. Okay, then there will, let's give the margin as 10 pixel 0 and 10 pixel, and the width will be 100% and max width 100%, and position will be relative and text align center. So we have added the CSS to the navigation. Let's add the CSS to the UL, the margin will be 0, padding will be 0, and display inline block. So after that UL we got a line. Okay, let's copy the class and then add li and say let's float as none, and the position will be relative, and display inline block, and vertical align will be middle, and the list style type as none, and margin let's give as 0, and the minimum width the li will be 120 pixel. Okay, so as of now we have added the CSS to the navigation tag and the UL tag and the li tag, and let's add the CSS to the anchor tag inside that. Okay, let's copy this and let's add the anchor tag. So let's say font style normal, and the font size will be 16 pixel. Okay, let's see how is it looking on the browser. This is how it is looking. So we got a sub navigation inside the join. Okay, make sure we should add the CSS to that as well. Okay, it said we have added the class as drop down menu. Let's copy that class and it will be inside the join li. Okay, so let's copy the li. Okay, let's give the position as absolute, and the top 20 pixel, and the left 0. The width, let's say width as 140 pixel, and the background color will be white, and let's give the padding as 10 pixel and 0, and it will be display none. Okay, by default it's a display none. When you go over on the joint, the drop down will be shown. Okay, we will add that right now, that functionality as well. We have added the CSS till drop down class. Okay, after that let's add the CSS to the li tag inside that. Say let's width 100%, text align will be center, and the line height will be 0. Okay, if you click on it, so you can see the CSS that are added to this. Let's make display none. If I remove the display none, this is how it is showing. Okay, let's add CSS. Once I over on the joint, this drop down menu should be shown. Okay, so for that let's copy header navigation, and it's there inside the li, right? So on li, on over it should have class drop down menu. Okay, so after that it will be this inline block. So let's refresh that. So if I over on join, the drop down will automatically show. Okay, let's give some animation to it. When I over on any menu item, let's change the color as well as let's give some simple animation to it. Okay, so let's add the class saying header navigation UL, and let's say a anchor tag, and let's say we give the same to the over and over. Okay, so the WebKit transition will be all 5 seconds and is in out. So let's copy the same one more time for the mouse. Let's copy the same once again for the O. Let's copy the same and it will be simple transition. Okay, we need to change the color right on the over. So already we have given this color for the social media icons. So let's add the same color code for the header navigation anchor tag. Okay, let's copy the class and go to the upside and just copy paste over here. So we have added. So make sure right now you can see here like after I over on any menu item, it's changing the color to pink. Navigation as well. Let's add the search and the wishlist icon. Okay, after the UL tag, make sure you have created one more UL for the search and the wishlist icon. For the UL, let's give the class as search wrap. Okay, inside that, let's add li and say anchor tag. Okay, inside that, let's give the JavaScript void 0. It will show the hand, but it will not click. Okay, it will not take you anywhere after clicking on this anchor tag. That's why we have written JavaScript void 0. If you write hashtag, right, it will take you. If you, it will reload the page with in the URL. It will append the hashtag. Okay, then let's add span inside that. So let's give the class to the span saying total favorite count. So inside that, let's keep it as 0 right now, and we are going to use a heart symbol for the icon. Let's search for the hearts icon. This is the simply a wishlist functionality. We are going to use it. Let's use this one. Let's paste it over here. And after that, we are going to use the search icon. Let's add the anchor tag. Let's give the hashtag and insert that. Let's search for the search icon. So let's pick up this one. So let's copy and paste it over here. So we have added the search icon as well as the heart icon. Take the bold one. Let's copy this one. Okay, if I remove the far, let's see how is it looking. Okay, so we have copied the icon as this one. Okay, this one as FA heart. Okay, so we have added these two icons as well. Let's give the same font as the social media icon. Let's try to give that. So let's say font size will be 22 pixel. So let's add the CSS to the search wrap that we have added right now. So it will be there inside the header tag and the search wrap, and say let's add display block and say width 74 pixel and the position will be absolute. At the top is minus 6 pixel and the right will be 0. Okay, so let's add some CSS to the li tag. So margin will be 0 and the padding will be 0 and the minimum width will be auto. Okay, so let's see how is it looking. This is how it is looking. Let's give the font size as 22 pixel for the icons. So it's there inside the search wrap, right? So let's add the CSS over here itself. So this there inside the search wrap, right? So for that, let's copy the class, go up, and let's add the semicolon and fast. Okay, so it is increased to 22 pixel. It's also the animation is also already added. Okay, I think let's add some space in between the logo and the navigation. So let's try to increase the top and the bottom. Let's say let's try to increase as 30 pixel and let's give the bottom saying, so let's keep the bottom as 10 pixel only. So in the, I think 30 pixel will be better. Okay, it looks good. So let's copy that and go find that. You can also see here the line number actually 83. Let's go to the 83 line number and change it to 30 pixel. So let's refresh it. So it much better it's looking right now. Okay. So after clicking on the wish list, right, there will be some kind of box will be shown. So for that box, we are going to add right now. It's saying favorite pop-up. So let's add the HTML for that pop-up. It should be outside the header tag. Okay, it should become here. Actually, it should be like outside the header tag itself. So let's create the div with class favorite. It's not a pop-up, but let's pronounce as pop-up. Inside that, let's create a blank div. Okay, so let's create a one more div with class image wrap. Okay, inside that there will be a shop image. Okay, let's add the image tag and insert that images and the image one. Okay, let's give the shop as shop name one. Okay, after this div, let's create a one more div saying content wrap and insert that let's add the p tag. The p tag there will be shop name one and the shop location one. So let's copy some more. Okay, I have copied, say for example, shop 1111. Okay, let's change it to shop 2, shop 2, shop 2. Sorry. So let's add the shop 3. Let's add the shop 3, shop 4, shop 4, shop 5, shop 5. And I think I have copy pasted so many times. Let's change the number. Okay, let's 7. So till now we have added the shops, dummy shops, and after the parent, right? So let's in the bottom we should give one more div, and inside that let's create span, and inside that let's add a anchor tag. There will be a button. Okay, let's give the class as button. For that anchor tag, the button say will be see favorites. Okay, so this is the favorite pop-up HTML we have written. Okay, so let's add the CSS to that. Favorite pop-up, say width 100% and max width will be 300 pixel and the height will be 100% and the max height will be 300 pixel and the position will be fixed, and the top 120 pixel and the right will be 15%. The border will be 1 pixel solid hash 112. So background color will be white. The padding 10 pixel, and it will be by default display none, and let's say overflow y auto overflow x hidden. Okay, have given the display none, that's why it's not showing. Let's open the favorite pop-up and let's remove the, sorry, there will be some spelling mistake over here, solid, and let's remove the display none. So this is how it is looking, the favorite pop-up. Okay, let's make some changes in it. So for example, there is a spelling mistake, solid. So we have added CSS for the favorite pop-up. After that, let's add CSS to the empty div that I have created after the favorite pop-up. So let's copy the class and div. Say let's say float left and the width will be 100%. So after that, let's write some CSS to the image wrap. So the floating favorite pop-up, after that there will be div and image wrap, and say let's say 35% and padding 10 pixel, float float left. Okay, let's add the CSS to the content wrap. It is there inside the empty div saying class content wrap. Let's give width as 65% and the float left padding 10 pixel. Okay, let's have a look how is it looking. So let's make it the display block. Okay, this is how it is looking right now. So image is very big actually. Let's try to give a maximum width so it don't go outside of it. Let's say give maximum width 100%. So this is how it is look. Okay, let's give the image. It's there inside the image wrap. So let's copy this one and the image maximum width will be 100%. So right now it will be look much better. Let's see how is it looking. Favorite pop-up, let's remove the display none. Okay, this is much better. So we have added CSS for the favorite pop-up as well. The only thing is pending right now is this see favorites button. So for that, let's add some CSS to it actually. Okay, we have created a class saying button. Let's copy that. Okay, let's give padding 10 pixel, 10 pixel, and the font size will be 12 pixel. Text transform uppercase, and the background color will be 112, and the color will be white, and the position will be relative and overflow hidden. Okay, this is the button that we have created. Let's see how is it looking. So this is how it is looking. Okay, let's add some CSS on over actually. So let's dive into it. So button class button on over. Okay, so color will be white, and the background color will be white. Okay, we have added the CSS for button on hover also. Okay, let's add the same, let's apply the same animation that we have added to the this navigation. So let's apply to same CSS to the button as well. This one, the animation, simple animation button just over. Let's add the class. Okay, the effect will be, you will not find that different, but the feeling will be good, like there is will be a fade in and fade out. Okay, let's make this button as center. So this will be the last div of the favorite button. So the favorite pop up, and inside that there is a div, and for in that it will be a last child and span. You can see here this is the last child and span and the anchor tag and the class button. So span a dot button, and we will give, let's give the width as 100%, and padding will be 14 pixel, 20 pixel, and the text align center. Okay, so let's see how is it looking right now. So it's fully centered and the full width. Okay, so this much we have completed. Okay, the one thing is pending right now. So the normal navigation is completed, the normal logo and the social icons and the header. I think let's add some space between the navigation and the logo. Let's increase some more space. Let's say 40 pixel. I think 40 pixel is much better. Let's copy the class 83 line number. Let's go to the 83 line number. Let's increase. Let's increase to 40 pixel. Okay, it's much better right now. So there is one thing we need to do. After clicking on the heart icon, the favorite pop-up should open. That jQuery for that. So let's go to the function.js we have created. Let's add the document ready. Document.ready function. Okay. So after clicking on the heart icon, so this is the heart icon, right? So after clicking on the heart icon, it's there inside the header tag. It's there inside the header tag, and it will be covered by UL and the li. Okay, let's add the jQuery for that. First thing, the parent will be header, and then UL and then li. Then we got a class name, and on click on that, we need to call a function. So this will be slide toggle. There is a function in the jQuery saying slide toggle. Okay, that it should be open the favorite pop-up. This will be a slide toggle. Okay, let's see how is it working. Let's click on it. By default it's open. Okay, after clicking on it, it will automatically close. So while you click on the heart icon, it will automatically open. While clicking on the same icon, it will automatically close. I hope you find some value in this video. Please hit the like and share it with your programming friends. Subscribe to our channel for more videos. In the next video, we are going to learn how to create responsive header using HTML, CSS and jQuery. So this header we are going to make responsive in the next video. Make sure you watch that video as well. Thank you. Stay safe, stay home.